Everyone, today we are going to start a new series on my YouTube channel and Medium blog about Spring Cloud on GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Maybe you might ask why we're going to use the GCP, because I am currently working in the Google Cloud Platform in my current company because we are a partner of the Google Cloud. I'm working there as a data engineer. Actually, to be honest, I don't use Spring Cloud during our development process, but just I want to extend my information and my skills on Spring. That's why I will make these videos to extend my skills and knowledge on the GCP side and also Spring Cloud side. Let's start to talk about our first components that we're gonna focus today, which is Google Cloud Storage. Google Cloud Storage is a storage component in the GCP side. Probably you already know there's a lot of storage providers such as AWS S3 buckets, Azure Blob Storage, MinIO, and other storage providers in the other clouds. So I already prepared these articles. I will publish these articles at the same day, at the same time with this video on my YouTube channel, and so you can access and read everything about detail in here. I'm not going deeply into the details about GCCS, Google Cloud Storage, because there are too many information, but I attach it to different link as a reference. You can read a lot of information about the GCS. But let's talk about our story, because story is really important to understand and consider why we need to use the storage. Storage means storage keeps and saves unstructured data, which are .gp, .jpg, .png, .m4, and these unstructured data. We store these unstructured data into our storage. Just think about it. We have an e-commerce application and our users reviewed our products uploading some images. How can you store these images? You can store these images into the MinIO or AWS S3 buckets or Azure Blob Storage, also cloud storage in GCP side. So we're gonna keep these images and store these images in this storage, our buckets. And when the users want to get all these reviews for the one product, we're gonna retrieve a media link of these images from our cloud storage, and we're going to save these images into our SQL server. Sorry for that. That's my mistake. I recorded this video the second time because in the first recording I didn't realize there was a mistake in the screen capture, but I fixed it. It's about the issue on OBS. But anyway, let's work out. So let's quickly start creating our applications for the GCS, not GCP. GCP is Google Cloud Platform. GCS means Google Cloud Storage. Okay, let's start. Let's create it. This is our first Google Cloud application. You can find all these sample code in my GitHub account and GitHub repositories. I will share also this in my Medium article and under the description of this video. So Spring, I will give it a name for my project, Spring Cloud GCS. I will use Java as a language, created Kotlin, so these are correct. I will use Java 17 as JDK. I will choose a Lombok configuration processor, Spring Web, because we're gonna send a request from our API. We're gonna complete an application. By the way, I will copy paste some codes because these are not participate of this the video. I will quickly talk about what I have done before the GCS, and then I will talk about implementation of the Google Cloud Storage. Okay, what we choose Spring Web, Lombok, Spring Configuration Processor. Of course, we need the data.jpa to store our data, and we also need hash2 database, which is in-memory database, because I don't want to going into deep PSQL. I don't want to use the Docker container to run it. So lastly, we need cloud framework. Spring Cloud is a good framework that contains all providers and some features. I'm going to use a Google Cloud in here, Google Cloud Support, messaging, and a Google Cloud Storage. Let's create it. So we create our project, but before to create our project, I will copy paste some things and then I will continue move forward. Okay, now we created our project, and let's set up some environment variables, because some environment variables are really important to access our cloud storage and cloud platform features and components. This is the one of the most environment variable that we need to set, which is our credentials. So how we can retrieve our credentials? Of course, we can retrieve our credentials on the Google Cloud Platform. So this is a basic Google Cloud Platform UI. You need to sign in. You can use this phrase. See, there is a free trial status, 278 euro for me, because I'm in the European Union region. Probably for me it's a euro. If you're outside of the European Union region, it could be $1 for you. But I have remained 54 days. I think it should be 90 days something. And you can sign in the Google Cloud Platform with your new Gmail account. If you already signed, you can create another Gmail account and you can sign it again. You can use trial version, which will be very useful. And you also need to create a project. It's very basic, by the way. Just click here and create a new project. So how can we access our Google Cloud storage? Of course, we need the credentials. And how we can create these credentials? We can create a service account. What's the service account? A service account includes our credentials and our roles. I mean, not our roles, the service account, because service account has many different roles. These are owner, PubSub admin, Google Cloud Storage admin, BigQuery admin, and a lot of roles. But today we're gonna create this just only basic way. See, there's an admin and service account. I click the service account, and there are too many service accounts because I created before in the first video, but unfortunately there was a mistake in the recording, so I had to record again. When you click the create service account, you need to write a name in here, just the basic name. It doesn't matter what it is actually. Spring Cloud Barats GCS. This is the name that I give it to the service account. I will click the create and continue. I need to select the role. The role will for me owner, because I want to access all components, feature for my project, for this project. Of course, if you are in enterprise project, this is not a convenient way. You shouldn't do this at all. I will click to continue and done. So I have a service account in here, which is this one. Spec Spring Cloud GCS, not that one, sorry, this one. Yeah, this is my service account that I created right now. See, it has no keys. We need to create a key for this service account. How are we going to create it? Just click the actions and manage keys. There's a keys. You need to click the add key, create a new key, and you should choose a JSON type, and you can create your own Spring. I will take this, copy paste, not in here, but let's copy paste in here. I will, okay, it's a good way. We can manage it in here. Resource, and I will copy paste this under this resource, which is nice. So when you go to your resource in the project, you will see your service account. Of course, these are my credentials. You shouldn't see that at all, but I will delete the service account after the published video. Never ever upload your public service account credentials in your GitHub repository. Please delete this before you're pushing your code. I will change to my service account name because it will be difficult to put this name into my application properties. So we need to set up our application properties values, because our Spring Cloud Framework will retrieve our credentials and our project ID from our application properties. When we set up, it will retrieve and authenticate for us. So see, Copilot already complete on this. Yeah, this is the basic thing that we need to do. Spring.cloud.gcp storage project ID. This is the project ID that we should set up. So of course you might ask, by the way, not that one, this is not true. It should be the project ID, because we will use the general project ID in here. So we need our project ID. How are we gonna retrieve our project ID? Go back to Cloud UI, just click your project. Just to be careful in here, not your project name, your project ID. The left is a name. You need an ID. See, an ID is a name is different. I'm gonna copy the ID and paste in here. Second thing that I need to do, this one, spring.cloud.gcp, the credentials location. I'm not going to give the class path, I'm going to give the file path, which the file path is source/main/resource/yespec.json. Let's copy paste this name because I want to be sure that I did correctly. Yeah, this is okay right now. This is the all things that we need to do access our Google Cloud project. This is all. Let's run our application and see the logs and make sure everything works fine. So as you can see, everything is working fine. Our application is running now 88 port, which is nice. So I'm gonna shut down it. I already copy paste some codes because these are not part of this video. These are part of the maybe other videos. I assume you already know these things. And there's a controller, entity, repository, and service. So what kind of the controller that I have? I already mentioned in my story. Also, you can read this story in this Medium article. We have a e-commerce applications, and basically users want to review each product by uploading some images. So that's why I created a controller, which is a product review controller. I have a controller. The user, the clients, maybe it could be Android application, iOS application, or web application. It doesn't matter what it is. It will upload a file. This is a multi-part file. We upload the files in Spring Boot like this. Also, we're not going to use the JSON format. We're going to use the from data format because we are uploading a file. And this is a product review entity. I already created a product review entity for this. Let's see the entity. It has entity annotation, data annotation, builder, all argument constructor. These annotations come from the Lombok, and these annotations come from the Hibernate.jpa. Not Hibernate. It's a abstraction. However, Hibernate is the ORM framework. The .jpa is abstraction. So it has some attributes: ID, review, product ID, user ID, image URI, rating, and image file name. We're gonna set this image URI and image file name after uploading file to GCP. Yes, to Google Cloud Storage, right? We have a basic repository, product review repository. This is important to ingest to save the data into our in-memory database. And we have a service, which is a product review service. It's basic service, just save the data. So let's implement to our cloud storage. How can we implement the cloud storage? Of course, when you go back to this Spring Cloud Framework documentation, you can see how to implement these features. But let's quickly implement that feature in here. I have a service package, so I need to create another service package under the service package, which is GCS service. GCS service basically Google Cloud Storage Service. This should be a service. But before to create this service, I need to configure my buckets and my bucket information. So how we can configure our bucket information? Of course, we need to create another package, which is a config package. So afterwards, I will create bucket config class. This will be a configuration class. I need to annotate this with configuration. Also, I will call data annotation. Data annotation basically provides getter, setter, and other encapsulation features for us, which is really important. See Google, not Google Cloud, what's this? Copilot, yeah. Copilot already showed too many things in here, but I don't need them. I just only need private string bucket name, because when we use Google Cloud Storage, we will have the buckets, and we have bucket name. Also, I need to set up another things, which is subdirectory. Also, subdirectory is, for instance, I want to save my my file, not directly under the buckets, under the subdirectory, like review /berat.png or review /iphone.png. Okay, This is all information that we need to set up for our bucket config. Of course, I forget another important annotation, which is a configuration properties annotation, and I will use the GCS prefix in our application properties. This is a good way to retrieve or set up these environments. So let's quickly set up GCS. We can easily see our configuration values. GCS subdirectory should be review. Sorry, it should be review. And GCS, the bucket name, it should be, I don't know what is this. So let's create our bucket. This is another important thing. We don't have a bucket right now. So I will come back to my Google Cloud UI. You can click the search bar and search cloud storage. So we have a cloud storage in here. I have already 2 buckets, but I'm going to create another bucket. Click the create button, give it a name, Berat Yesbek Spring Cloud. This is my bucket name, maybe. Yeah, this is a bucket name. So I will create continue. These no, these are not much important right now. Click the continue, standard yes, uniform yes, and create it. Confirm. So we have a new bucket. I need to copy the bucket name from here and paste under the my application properties. GCS.bucket name equals this. This is all I need to do, set up my credential and configuration. So I will come back to my GCS service. I already annotate this. This is a service, and also I will call required argument constructor because it's important. We need to inject cloud the GCS storage interface. Final storage. There's too many different storage, but you need to ingest the com.google.cloud.storage interface, right? So I'm gonna call it, and also I will not ingest, sorry, inject. I will also call bucket config, which is nice. So let's go into this storage interface. You can see a lot of different methods in here that you can use, which is a create method. Create method basically create files for you in the bucket. When you upload the image, you can upload this image to your buckets. When clients send a CSV file, you can upload this CSV file into your bucket using calling these create methods. There's too many ways to upload these files into your bucket. Also, there's a get, list, update, delete, and all other methods that you can use in here, which is really nice, right? So I will come back to my GCS service. I will write my code, public string upload file, and I will retrieve multi-part file as an argument file. And I need the file name. So my file name basically will start bucket.config// an original file name. Basically, the idea means we want to upload file under this directory like this, review/image.jpg. Okay, that's why I set up a file name. So we're gonna use the blob. Let's import the blob. Sorry. This will be equals storage.create.blob info new builder. So set up the builder environment for it. Bucket.config get bucket name, comma, file name. But that's why we need to set up our bucket config, because we always use our bucket name because we want to know, yeah, I have an access to Google Cloud Storage, but I want to know which bucket name will I use while uploading a file to GCS, because you can use too many different buckets or different buckets. It could be anything. You have to specify your bucket name, and I also specify my file name. this is all things that you need to do. Uploading a file. Of course, I forgot another one things, which is really important. File get bytes. Okay. And I will return blob.medialink. So I will create another method into this service, which is a delete file. Wait, delete file. Well, that's nice. It's not already completed, but let's modify this function. It's not a convenient function, I think. Blob ID. I will delete the file using the blob ID. So blob ID.of get bucket name. This is not still a good way because we ingest this, we save this file under this subdirectory. Slash the file name. So this is a correct way. It's basically like this. Let me show it to you. What was our bucket name? This is our bucket name. I will copy paste it. So this is my bucket name. I want to delete the file in this bucket under this folder and this JPEG or this PNG. I want to delete this file. You are basically saying in here, I want to delete this file. So I'm just gonna call storage.delete and I will give my blob ID in here. This is all I need to do while deleting a file. So let's go back to my product review service because this is an incomplete service. It's just basic functions. There's a review and it saved the data into in memory, but I will call in here our GCS service because the user sent product review by uploading an image. So we need to upload this image into our bucket. And that's why I need to call GCS service. GCS service dot upload a file. I will call upload file function, which is I will give them file that come from here as an argument. So I already know it returns a media link for me. So I will assign return value to the media link, and I will set image URL as this media link. So there's an image URI. Sorry, yeah. This is all that I need to do for this product review service. So while I was deleting the file, the review, I also need to delete the file from my bucket. So what I need to do, I just need to call delete file service, giving product review get image file name. Because when you come back to GCS service, it will retrieve file name and it will set up the path of the file, giving the bucket name and subdirectory. It will delete using the blob ID as an argument. This is all that you need to do. So everything looks fine in the code. You can find this code in my GitHub repository. Also, you can read the Medium article. I'm just looking, is there anything that I missed? Product review controller. No, so far I didn't miss anything. Let's run the application. So I run the application. I hope there's any error. No error. I will come back to my Postman. I will also share this Postman collection with you, so you can easily send a request using this collection. I will click the send. See, there's a form data. I already clicked the form. They choose the form data. I choose the file and the file. So you might not see this content type in here when you choose the form data, because you need to click these 3 dots and you can enable and disable of the view this content type. Let's enable it, and this is your data that you need to provide it here. This is your payload, review, product ID, user ID, and rating. But this should be application JSON. So let's create another product review. As you can see, this is ID is 2. It's already created. This is the image URI. So let's go back to our bucket. Let's refresh it. We will see our folder and our image under the folder. Let's download this image. This is a screenshot, my previous article, something I don't remember what it is. So we easily upload a file to our Google Cloud Storage using this basic code and functionality. So let's back to Postman and let's delete the file. This is 2. Let's delete it. So when we refreshed our buckets, we will not see our file anymore. But when you click to here, show mode, when you click the soft delete objects only. It will show you soft delete object only. What that means, it deleted file from the packet but still the file in there. It means you can recover this file, back up this file, because it's soft delete, it's not total delete. Probably there was expiration date 7 days. Yeah, hard delete time, it's 7 days. You can see after the 7 days later, Google Cloud automatically hard delete this file from your storage. This is the good information that you need to know. So let's go back to live objects only, refresh it, and you will not see it again. Let's quickly debug our codes. So I will rerun my application in debugging mode. I will put here and also here breakpoints. Let's send request again. So let's move to the next step. See, this is our file name, review, screenshot, blah 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 something. And let's go move to next step, waiting for uploading. It's uploaded. Let's look at our blob objects. This is a generated ID and self-link and a lot of information, media link, and etc. There's too many information that you can use. So basically, it's upload a file. This is the all code for Spring Cloud, Google Cloud Storage. You can use a lot of features and a lot of methods in this storage interface. You need to look at all these methods, and you can use all of them. So this is the end of the video. I hope it's very helpful. If I did any mistake, I'm sorry about that. The Google Cloud Platform, which is really good and a really basic platform to understand compared to other cloud platforms. The cloud platforms are really complicated to do a lot of things actually. But the Google is not like the others. It's way more easier to learn and way more easier to implement some features. Google Cloud Storage is really good storage. It provides a lot of features. You can use Google Cloud Storage with event, which is basically provides event-driven architectures. You can trigger the Cloud Run components. Someone upload the files using the event arc, and event arc will trigger the Cloud Run. Or you can use a workflow if you need to retry some things. And we're gonna come to these components in the Cloud Platform, which is Cloud Run, event arc, workflow, and the Cloud Run job. But these will be topic of the next videos. So it's done. Thank you for listening. Have a fantastic day. See you next video.